Hey everybody, today we are going to try, because I've never had it before, a new side dish, pepper jack potato casserole. It sounded really good, and I love pepper jack, so we're going to put this together and see how it is. You need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You need to go ahead and get you a 9 by 13 baking dish, and you need to spray it with spray. And in a large bowl, we are going to combine hash browns. Whoops, making a mess. Hash brown potatoes. And I don't know if we're going to get this loose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this big hunk aside and go ahead and let it defrost just a little bit longer, and we're going to continue with the recipe. We need 1 can of cream and chicken soup. We need 2 cups of pepper jack cheese. Let me measure these really quickly and make sure that it's 2, but I can pretty much tell that it's about 2 cups. There's 1. And 2. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and put in what's left, because it was just a little tiny bit. So about an 8-ounce block of cheese if you know, you're shredding your own. Is about how much it'll take. And we're going to have 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream. That's 1. Okay. Got that. Alright, let me go get, we gotta put a stick of butter in here as well. Let me go get it. Okay. Stick of butter melted. And you're gonna need 1/2 cup of sour cream. Let me get that ready real quick. I want to measure it since it's my first time making this particular recipe. But usually the more you make a recipe, you get to where you can just eyeball it, and it's, you know, it's about the right measurement. 1/2 cup of sour cream. Try to get all that in there. Okay. Alright, and we're going to need 1/4 cup of Parm. 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese shredded. And I always get the Frigo, I think is how you say it. And it comes, that's 1/4 cup. It comes in, here, let me show you. Let's see. This little container here. I get it at Walmart. I think it's like $3, but I'm not sure. I always get that and just keep that in the fridge for recipes, and it comes in handy. You also will need some spices for this. You're going to need onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. So onion powder is supposed to be 1/2 teaspoon. Teaspoon, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And supposed to salt and pepper to taste. So I'm going to put in a generous amount of pepper. And try to go light on the salt. Maybe a teaspoon, maybe 1/2 teaspoon, not much. I don't like to put in much because these soups have a lot of sodium, and the person that's eating it, I just don't want to over salt it. They need to, you know, judge for themselves if they need more salt. Let me get a spoon. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this. Now what I do when I make my hash brown casseroles is sometimes I will take, if it's like a big old chunk of potatoes stuck together, like we just getting, you can defrost it in the microwave just a little bit if you didn't let it sit out on the counter beforehand. Sometimes even if you let it sit out on the counter, it doesn't matter. It's still, it'll take a long time for that to de-thaw, and you want this done when the potatoes are still frozen. Doesn't need to be completely thawed out. Alright, so let me fix that real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so I was able to get that defrosted and I mixed it in. What you're supposed to do is put the potato mixture into a prepared pan, which you should already have ready to go. You wouldn't think that bag of hash browns would make a sizable amount, but it kind of does. Alright, you need to get all that out. Spoon it in here. Now, set this down. The bowl is very heavy. Spread it out. Now we're going to set this aside. We're not going to put it in the oven yet. You set this aside, and then you need to get a small bowl. And you're going to take a sleeve of Ritz crackers. Sleeve of Ritz crackers, and you're going to crush them. In this bowl. Okay. They don't have to be perfect, but you need to try to get them as small pieces as possible. Sometimes you can put them in like a little mini food processor or food chopper, or break them up in like a Ziploc bag with a rolling pin or something. Or you can just do it with your hands, it's fine. Alright, so the whole sleeve of Ritz crackers, crushed. Okay. You need 3/4 of a cup of Parm cheese. And we're going to put some cooked bacon in here. And we need about 1/2 cup. And y'all know I always use real bacon pieces because it's just easier. It's a 1/4, and then you need a 1/2. So there's 2 1/4 measures. And you need a teaspoon also of paprika. Mix that together. Just be easier with a fork. Oh, be careful you don't lose half of it. Alright. So you're going to take that and you're going to move everything because I'm going to put the baking dish back in front of the camera so you can see. Alright. You take your mixture, cracker mixture, and you just sprinkle everything on top. You will bake this uncovered for 45 to 50 minutes or until bubbly at 400 degrees. And you know, anything with bacon and cheese is going to be good, so I'm sure this is going to be phenomenal. Okay, I'll see you when it comes out of the oven. Okay, everybody, came out of the oven perfectly. I did kind of stir the topping into the potatoes before serving, but it did perfect, and it got bubbly pretty quick. So you may need to keep an eye on it that it doesn't burn. Alright, see y'all on the next one.